and that is we get to the final presentation of our today's special value. Now, sometime during the winter shopping, Christmas and Hanukkah shopping season, we were talking about prices that were extended just a bit. Yeah, the holiday shopping season is over, people, as I'm running by in my sneakers, and we are taking a look at a price that is going up in how long? Well, walk along with me and I will show you in 51 minutes and 39 seconds as we are wishing you a happy Shoe Year's Eve, a happy shoe year. In 51 minutes, this price goes up, and this is our final presentation, and it's probably coming at a very good time because we've sold 29,000 shoes since last night when Leilani and I kicked this off, and we are now here with just the final 1/3 of our quantity to go around, and some of our colors and sizes, they're getting very limited. So let's start with the black. Notice at the front of our today's special value, which is a worldwide launch. The Devotion is a very well-known and famous shoe from Ryka. That's the name of a different bottom. It has launched 2, 3, 4s, and 5s, today's special values, more and more and more. This is the launch, the worldwide launch of the Glide, and it's QVC exclusive, and I'm telling you, this is gonna take the world by storm. You got it first today at the lowest price for 3 months. So if you want the black, we have 800 left, 700 left. Oh my gosh. This is what Jackie Jane bought, that beautiful apricot beige, 3,800, and I asked her why, and she said, I like that because it's the most neutral. It's also the most tonal, and last night Michelle, our model, had it on with what almost looked like a cashmere sweater and a beautiful equipped bag. She looked so fancy, and she was in that. So dress these up, dress these down. They are a walking shoe, right, Leilani?
100%.
100%. If you want brilliant white, 1,300, but there's a little bit of like seafoam coming through and the blues and the greens. If you're a beachy girl like me and Leilani, you're gonna love that. Paloma, I bought mine at midnight. I'm so glad I listened to myself because there's only 280 to go around. And whatever's left at midnight, the price goes up. I mean, right now we're saving almost $40. At midnight, if it goes up to our regular price, that's almost $40 more.
I know.
Ether
Don't
blue,
do that.
think about that as like a medium denim. There's 400 left. And then here is my Flintstone blue, which I bought as well. We only have 2,600 left. That's been the most popular. Leilani, a worldwide launch. Like,
yes.
It's a big deal, you guys, because Ryka's since the 80s?
87.
The 80s, in 1987 with Sherry Poe.
Yes.
Who said, I'm gonna revolutionize, what a visionary and what a trailblazer she was, because now we're talking about the age of possibility and women empowering other women, and that's been your message in social and on QVC for years. But this was a woman who said, we gotta redo the way people are making fitness shoes.
Right, and that she was frustrated because she's like, why do I have to break in my shoe? Why does my heel always slip in and out of the back of the sneaker? And when she investigated, she realized, oh my goodness, they're not using the mold of a woman's foot, they're using the mold of a man's foot, and they're just calling it a woman's foot. So back in 1987, Sherry Poe, she was the first one to realize this and said, you know what, we're women, we deserve to have our own fitness sneaker brand, and that's how Ryka was born, using the mold of a woman's foot. Women's feet are narrower in the heel. We need more width in our toe box area. We also need more support because how our heel strikes the ground is different than that of men's. We have hips, and that makes us beautiful and command attention when we walk into a room, but it also means that we need a little bit more stability. So see how it gets wider at the bottom here. There's a beveled heel. So this is actually gonna help make every step a little bit easier when you're walking. You're noticing too that there's definitely arch support. Now it's moderate arch support. It's not hard and stiff, it's nice and firm.
But it feels good.
It feels good and supportive, and there's flex screws because you don't want there to be any resistance at the ball of your foot when you're bending and flexing. Now this is also a fashion statement, which I love right now because I was so excited when I opened the box.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna be excited when you see this too. But I do want you to know, this isn't anything to be like intimidated about or like have to break in. What's actually happening is you're gonna sit in this heel cup right here, and the side walls are gonna help, again, stabilize you side to side. So you're gonna feel all that. You're gonna feel all the extra cushioning. You're gonna feel all the flexibility, but in a lightweight 7-ounce form.
Yes, I mean, it is the shoe. Like, I really encourage you, if you're at a rest stop, if you're at a grocery store, if you're at a sporting event, look down at everybody's feet, and you're gonna be seeing shoes that look a lot like this, but how much were they?
Right.
Are they made for women by women? Hey, Jackie, you want to point to how much time is left for this price?
47 minutes.
48
seconds.
47 minutes and now 5 seconds. We should, I mean, we should do a today's special value countdown clock every day. Like that big. Yeah, no, they said, no, Jan, let's not do that. Okay, but I can, no, that was, I didn't even get a toot out of that.
There were, yeah.
Crickets? Is that crickets? Oh, no, that's the clock. Yeah, that's like, okay, Jane, we can't do that. But what I love about the shoe is when you look at this, look at it head on. A lot of sneakers, the sole goes straight down. We know when we have more surface area,
Yes.
we feel more secure. So whether you're taking 10,000 steps in a day, or you're walking those 3 miles with your friends every morning, or you're like Leilani getting 6,000 steps running around the house doing the laundry, look at how that gives you that extra support. That's what is so famous in the world of footwear right now. But I love that Ryka said, we're not just gonna jump on that bandwagon.
Right.
We're gonna research it. We're gonna come up with something new.
We're gonna use the mold of a
We're
woman's
gonna use
foot.
the mold of a woman's foot. And for the first time ever, they said, okay, let's go back to the drawing board and make this happen. We're gonna make it washable. So this is the first time we've ever had in any shoe from you, a true fitness shoe that is washable, and the whole shoe, even the insole, is washable.
Yes.
I have a pair of white training shoes right now, and they are looking really funky, but they still feel good under my foot.
Right.
But I would never wear them with like a cute outfit. This is one that if you get the brilliant white or you get the apricot beige, and guess what, you get a little dirty, you wash it, or it gets a little stinky. And by the way, true to size, lots of room for bunions in the forefoot.
Yes.
This fits fabulously, but the price goes up in, I can look at my clock, 45 minutes and now 14 seconds. And before we do colors, talk about how you've always told us, as the Ryka girl and fitness expert, we should be getting a new fitness shoe or just a new
Yes.
great walk shoe or support shoe as we start the new year.
Yes, every change of season. So if the last pair you got that was fresh was in the fall, or even like longer than that, then you are due, because anything that's going to support your body, there's shock absorbing materials underneath your foot, that's going to break down over time. And so you'll notice the difference when you put on a brand new pair of sneakers like this, with this max cushioning underneath your foot, you're going to feel that bounce again. Everything, all the chain up is going to feel so much more comfortable.
Okay, color update. And by the way, not too mushy. Sometimes you put on some of those shoes,
this isn't mushy.
and you feel like you're walking with like big foam things like strapped to the bottom of your feet.
This feels more like support,
It does.
not
Yes.
like marshmallow.
Like the best mattress.
Yes.
That's filling in your lower back like this is filling in my arches. And last night I put them on before I went on the air, probably around 8:30. I stood for all 3 hours. Not one show was a sit-down show. And usually when I get off the air, it's like, oh, I have to sit down. And I walked off with you.
Yes.
And if you notice, I actually didn't change completely out of them last night at midnight because they feel so good. With 4+ hours of standing, I felt great. Color update. With 43 minutes left to get it at this price, we started with 43,000, 38,000. If you want the ether blue, we have 350. If you want the black, 650. If you want that beautiful apricot beige, 3,800. If you want the white, brilliant white, 1,200. Paloma gray, 250. What is left in your size? Get it. And then take a look at how cool the Flintstone blue. I loved that almost like lemon limey color that's in there. It's almost like chartreuse. And in here, how many left, Sean? 2,400. We had like 3,500 when we started the show. And remember, it is washable. And you've always said, Leilani, that a lace-up shoe that you can custom fit is what you always recommend if we're gonna be in the shoe either all day or we're gonna be doing some walking.
And if you're doing, especially if you're doing intentional like fitness walking, there's nothing that beats a lace-up shoe because it's going to give you the most customized fit. For a lot of us, our right foot is slightly different than our left foot.
Mine is.
So you want to be able to adjust to that. You can also adjust again just to feel more secure that it's not going to come off of your foot. I have the type of foot that I never do well in a slip-on style. Like I always feel like, it's a little like, there's too much room.
Right.
So again, this will give you a lot more security by having that lace-up secure fit. The other thing too, I've been here for 28 hours in the building. Just gonna say.
Have a cookie, honey.
28 hours. I would not be able to stand here with this smile on my face in front of you if this shoe was not supportive enough.
Right.
So to know that we have our max cushion outsole that's giving you excellent cushioning and shock absorption underneath your entire foot, plus the fact that it has moderate arch support, that includes our, again, my favorite insole that we do.
If I ever have to do a show without you, I always talk about you.
I know, you always say that.
This is Leilani's favorite insole.
Internally, this is what's happening. You got the max cushion, and then inside is my favorite insole that has a deep heel cup. And again, using the mold of a woman's foot, this arch support is in exactly the right spot. It's firm, but it's not hard and stiff. You don't have to break it in. There's cushioning on top of it, and there's mesh on top, so it's breathable. Again, the whole shoe, only 7 ounces, very lightweight.
And talk about fashion. Did you see our own Kirsten Lindquist wear it with her beautiful gown? She looked amazing. So, I mean, we could go out to dinner.
Exactly.
We could go see a show together. We could go to worship together. I mean, it is not that shoe. Sometimes I went into a fitness shoe store with my daughter at a major place to shop where she lives, and I literally, it was just like overload. It's like, you know, there was all these people trying things on, there were walls of shoes, there were wild colors, there were price tags that made me want to go like, no, thank you, I have a mortgage to pay. Here's what's so great about Ryka. It's almost like I wish it was more expensive, and that might sound weird because I think that we are so programmed to think I have to spend $199 on a shoe in order for it to be good. That is not true, guys. You are here with QVC. We wouldn't be around now in our 39th year if I mean, I love what Jen Coffey said when she was like, it's always been about you, the customer.
Exactly.
And honestly, that's how every crew member, every guest, every person that's behind the scenes, that's how we feel. We love you. We wouldn't be here without you. And that's why we are now here with a shoe that is starting your year off right. Whether you're taking 10 steps around the house and that is all you can do, that's fine. Whether you are really thinking about maybe doing your first charity walk, and I'd highly recommend it. I'll be raising money for the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation in my next walk. So like,
so proud of you.
And like, it just makes you feel good that you know when you think,
well, that's the point.
I really want to do this and get up at 3 in the morning?
It's not just walking. It's it's walking.
Life.
But it's the purpose of it. It's you can walk and then be like raising money for something. You can walk and be more a part of a community. You know, whatever like interests you. You can be like on your feet with your grandkids and doing like activities. Like having the right shoes underneath your feet is going to help you enjoy life, live life, accomplish your goals. And it's not always fitness goals. It's just like living out the days the way you want to.
Yes, and never compromising. Both Leilani and I have been dealing with some left foot issues. You from Dancing in Heels at a very fabulous wedding, right?
All worth it.
Your son's wedding, all worth it. Me doing a lot and then wearing the wrong shoes for the next couple days. That's how easy it is. This is I love when you say press the easy button. This is it, you guys. But now we're into threes. We have 38 minutes. Now, if you have people over and you're toasting with the bubbly, thank you. Start making sure that you have all your glasses out, right? And if you got the littles, we always had the sparkling cider as well. But here's the thing. When that champagne gets popped and we say goodbye 24, hello 25, let's thrive, this price will go up. So in brilliant white, I mean, look at red like green light on the bottom of the screen. I mean, there's more red, which means totally sold out, than we've seen yellow or green. Here's the brilliant white. 200 left in Paloma Gray, might not make it to midnight. Ether Blue, 300 left. Black's been very popular since midnight, 500 left. The Jackie Jane choice is the apricot beige. And then back here we have our Flintstone Blue, cutest name ever. It's been the most popular, 2,200. I had it on with Denim & Company last night. It looked amazing. And then here's the thing. It's sometimes, like we said, it doesn't have to be you're doing this race or that. It's just maybe walking around your block after dinner.
I liked your 3-mile radius.
Yeah.
What you said last night.
The 3-mile shoe.
Yes, I thought that was a brilliant way of putting it.
Like, just put it on a walk.
This can be your workhorse sneaker to do the things that are in the 3-mile
Get more than one, because the price is going up, and it's the lowest price through April. But please join us on the Over 50 and Fabulous Facebook page. We have links on my Instagram and my Facebook. If you see a picture of me lacing up the shoe, I'm actually in the Paloma Gray that
Yes,
Probably not going to be available
know.
in the next couple minutes, but Leilani, are you going to hang out or are you going to go home? You go home.
I think